Hey guys, I'm Robert.
And I'm Kristen.
And I'm Yesenia.
Today we're going to be providing some commentary on our book, Teaching Digital Natives, Partnering for Real Learning by Mark Prynczynski. We were given a quote to do our commentary on, and here's that quote given by Miss Kristen.
The telling and testing pedagogy we have, for the most part, been using in our schools has become less and less effective with today's students. A better pedagogy is needed, and the good news is that it's available and usable today.
That's good news. What do you think Prynczynski is referring to, Jess?
I think he's talking about incorporating the technology into the lessons while motivating them and making the lessons relevant to the students.
I think so. Being relevant is really important. If you pair the kids up and have them try to solve a problem together rather than just the teacher or me getting up and talking the whole class period, they'll actually learn it, not just memorize.
Yeah, and I think that'll be a better education for the students to give them what they need and the way that they will best receive it.
Yeah, and just to further that, how do you think this would actually work?
I think it will work by not just lecturing, but keeping the students engaged and interested in learning.
Yeah, I think so too. You just pair them up and for the whole period and hope they just don't memorize, that they actually learn something.
Right, just having them make connections to what you're teaching.
All right. The telling and testing has kind of been a really big problem in schooling for a long time. How do you think we can solve it? And I guess what is telling and testing?
The way I perceive it is telling and testing is when the teacher goes up in front of the classroom and just talks about information, just gives information, and the students are expected to take notes and memorize all this information. And then 2 weeks later they test them over it, and after the testing's done, it's never there. That knowledge is never there.
There's no reason for them to need to remember it,
or it's it's not relevant to them in their minds.
Because they never actually had to apply it.
Yeah.
They just had to write it down on a piece of paper, and that was it.
Right.
Kristen, you want to expand on this, or?
I believe that students in the 21st century learn better by not just hearing it, but also experiencing it and seeing it done.
Yeah, so you got to keep them engaged. And that's some really good points.
I agree.
I guess how do we implement this new way of doing things?
Create lesson plans that are thought-provoking and use technology and have students come together and make the lessons relevant to them.
Yeah, I agree with that. We can't just stand behind a podium and throw stuff on a chalkboard and hope they learn everything. We actually have to find ways for them to apply what they learn, and they will learn it if you do it that way.
Yeah, I feel like we need to find what drives our students and what makes them want to learn.
And the big question, do you agree with Mr. Prynczynski, yay or nay?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
I do too. And I guess why, we can further that and just really get down to it. Why do you agree with Mr. Prynczynski's stance?
The world is changing. It's changing every day. They're coming out with lots of new things, and students are growing up in this generation with technology, with new ways, and we have to figure out what is best for them, whether it be making lessons relevant or motivating them, using technology, incorporating it into the lessons.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dr. Strange says these kids are using Macs in kindergarten, doing presentations. That's never going to stop. It's just going to keep going. We need to evolve with that technology. And we got to involve our teaching methods, as Prynczynski suggests.
Yeah, I like the way he put it when he said that we're treating the kids like they're still trains on a track when they're actually more like rockets.
Yeah, that's our commentary, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it and learned a lot. Here are our sources. We cited some. And any closing remarks from anyone?
No.
Well, I think we got it then. Thanks, guys.